What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to do a reaction video, and this young lady is spending over $5,000 a month for rent. And I just thought that was amazing. I watch, there's a show, Make It, a YouTube channel. You can check them out. They have some really good content when it comes to finance stuff. And I always watch this channel. Now, I have not watched this video yet, but I saw the title and I just thought it was something that I want to share with you guys, and you guys can see my reaction as I watch it. But I'm amazed that people spend that much money for rent, and what do you get with that? So that's what we're going to take a look at today. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so before we get started, if you guys like content like this, let me know in the comment section what you feel, how you feel about it. If you have any video ideas for me. So if you see a video and you say, oh, I want him to do a reaction in this video, let me know in the comment section. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go.
Before I moved to New York City, I knew it was gonna be hard to find an apartment, but I don't think I realized quite how hard, and I don't think I realized that I was gonna have to give up like literal daylight and, you know, space to store items and whatnot. Hello, and welcome to my East Village, New York City apartment.
So the first thing, she's in New York, so you know it's expensive, obviously, in New York, but $5,000 a month? That's just crazy.
My name's Elena, and I am 23 years old, and I live in New York City. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with 2 roommates, and together we pay $5,150 in rent each month, and then I personally pay $1,850 for my room.
Wow, so $1,850 she's paying for a room. So it's a 3-bedroom apartment, $5,120. Crazy. That's a crazy amount of money. Just think of, I mean, and especially, and I live in California. California's expensive too, but I couldn't even imagine spending that much money. And what do you get out of that? I mean, it's just location, I guess. Everything is within walking distance, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the perks of why you would want to spend that much money.
I am a full-time social media content creator, primarily on YouTube. I make videos all about...
She's a YouTuber. She's got that. She's got the silver play button. You guys can't see mine, but it's back in the corner there.
Travel, when that was a thing still, sustainable fashion, health and wellness, everything kind of within that realm.
So go over and watch her channel and subscribe to her channel. I will post a link in the description so you guys can check it out.
So when I first moved in here, I was really stressing about the rent. I kind of viewed this apartment as an investment because I'm like, well, if I don't live in New York forever and I hopefully won't be paying this much rent forever, I knew it was worth that little, you know, extra push. And then as time has gone on and I keep growing in my career and building my own brand, it's become more, you know, feasible. I know that I'm paying.
So are they splitting $60 per month for Wi-Fi? Because Wi-Fi is that expensive? I would think it's $60 period, or maybe they're splitting that $60.
For a lot more than just this apartment. I'm definitely paying to get to live in this neighborhood, which feels like it's worth it to me. I originally started off with a budget of like $1,700, and then I eventually bumped it up to around $1,800 to be able to live here, which was hard at first. So it is very competitive in New York. We made sure we had like every paperwork that we might need ready to go. We spent like 2 full weeks of looking at so many apartments to finally find this one. And I eventually found it through Ste D, and I came and saw it with my roommates, and we're like, this is the spot. As soon as we saw this apartment, we let the broker know that night that we were super interested. And then by the next morning, we had sent in all our paperwork. Once they approved us, we signed it within like an hour or 2. So it was definitely a very quick process.
So just out of curiosity, I wonder if there are a lot of apartments. Obviously, they're around that same price range. If any of you guys live in New York City, let me know in the comment section, and how much, if you don't mind sharing, how much you pay for rent.
I knew that it was going to be expensive moving in here, so I definitely saved up as much as I could before moving in. So when we moved in, a lot of money was required. We had to pay a broker's fee and then first month's rent and then a security deposit. So When we moved in, we
A broker's fee. You have to pay $5,000 for a broker's fee. Just, oh, wow. That's amazing.
needed $15,000 cash, which still to me is just like, how is that like a thing? I love the East Village. I think it's a really cool area. It's nice because it feels quite central to where I enjoy spending my time. Welcome. As you come on in, the first thing you see is this kitchen. It's pretty large. I feel like for New York standards, there's a lot of really great storage right here. And this island is really great for cooking with friends, to just like have a bunch of chopping boards, cutting up vegetables, making food. So this is like the only light for this like communal living space. We have a lot of like little plants kind of scattered throughout, and we house some books up there. So we have a bit of a mix.
So she's saying that window in that corner right there is the only window that they have in the whole place? I think that's what she's saying. That's the only light. Maybe the only light for the kitchen.
Some dry goods and like medicines and spices and some dishware. And then we have a nice big fridge as well. So here is the living room. Welcome. This is like our main communal space. Pretty sizable. We have a lovely little like breakfast nook area here where, you know, me and my roommates will share a little meal. It's obviously small, but it's great for 2 people. And we actually have a projector down here. We'll often just project it here and get like a good little movie set up without having to like buy a whole TV, which has been nice. We didn't have a couch for the first like 3 weeks that we lived here, and so we were just sitting on the floor around this coffee table. So when we finally got the couch, we were so excited. It's kind of small, but it's super comfortable. A lot of friends will crash here. And then we just have lots of comfortable pillows and just like kind of a fun mix of prints and artwork and whatnot. And then this way leads you to the hallway. All right, welcome to my room. Come on in. My room personally is about 13 feet by 9 feet. So first off, we have my bed, which is just my pride and joy. It's very cozy and it's hard to get out of in the morning, but
So I wonder if you could find a studio apartment for $1,800 in New York. Because I think that, for me, that would be a better option, especially if she's a YouTuber. She needs to have her time where she can shoot videos. I know she does travel videos, but I'm sure she probably shoots some videos at home as well.
love it. I also recently have been kind of redoing my room, especially during the whole pandemic, since I'm spending so much time in here. I have a lot of fun adding in like new little pieces. Here's my little bookshelf. I have just like a mix of different like books and journals that I've been reading recently. This little lamp right here, I put in a light bulb where I have a remote control. And so I can switch off the colors depending on my mood, which is really nice. I have my...
That's funny. I have a light like that. I never use it. I've never even opened it out of the box. Or I opened it out of the box, but I never used it. But I was going to use it to put in the background of my set and all that, but it just didn't. Yeah, it wasn't anything I was interested in. And I got some different lights, and they just were a lot better. Looked a lot better.
AC unit here, which is a lifesaver in the city. In the summer, you need one to survive. And then recently I've kind of made this more of a like comfortable work from home space. I got this desk off Facebook Marketplace, which I love. It was a super good deal. And then I recently invested in like a monitor setup. So when I edit...
He's using Premiere Pro. That's the same editing software that I use.
A video, or if I'm working on a project, I finally have like a nice desk base to work from because I can't work out of the co-working space I usually would work at pre-pandemic. And then here's my quarantine hobby of choice. I bought an electric guitar back in April and I've very slowly been learning. So here's my dresser, which is a great just additional space to my closet, just for more storage. I got it for super cheap from like Target, and I just actually recently painted it probably a month ago just to kind of mix up the space. Welcome to my closet. It's pretty spacious overall, I'd say, for New York standards. All right, so coming over here, we have my roommate Maxine's room. Her room space is pretty much identical to mine. It might just be a smidge smaller. And I really love her design style overall. I think she has like really cool taste. She has a smaller dresser and just a lot of little fun pieces. I really love her, like attention to detail and artistic eye. Her closet is a little bit smaller. Just crossing the hallway is my roommate Natalie's room. And her room is definitely smaller and doesn't get quite the amount of natural light. so she pays a few $100s less. I think she's done a great job with the space. She still has like a really big dresser in here and lots of fun little pieces throughout, and she doesn't have a closet in her room. So over here is her closet, which is just great extra storage. I would say it's slightly smaller than ours too as well, hence her getting a better deal on the rent price. So here's the bathroom, which the three of us split, which, you know, could be worse. It's sometimes hard splitting, but I feel like we manage it pretty well. Just kind of your classic New York bathroom, definitely not fancy, but you know, it's got our lovely sink, a little vanity type style mirror so we can store items in there, shower, toilet, and it has a little window leading out into the alleyway, which is again nice for a smidget of light, just a tiny bit, and some fresh air. And so that's the bathroom. Not super exciting, but it's a good one. I think when this lease finishes up, there is a good chance we might move elsewhere, maybe try to get a little bit more space, as you know, deals are changing here in New York, just because, you know, instead of working out of an office or a co-working space, we're pretty much all at home, and so it would be nice to have a little bit more space to work and to breathe and to move around. So there's a good chance that this might be our final year here. I feel like for where this apartment is and how spacious it is, it really did feel like we got, you know, a good bang for our buck.
Wow, so that's amazing. That is amazing. $5,125 a month for a 3-bedroom apartment in New York City. Let me know if you guys think that that's crazy. If that's way, I mean, I can't even imagine paying that much. I mean, I have seen some people pay, like they stay in the high-rise apartments, the real nice, modern, brand new ones. In the middle of a big city, and they're paying, like, they could be paying $5,000, $6,000 a month. But I don't know. It's just, that's just crazy to me. I just cannot think how people spend that much money. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Also, if you guys have videos you want me to do reactions to, let me know in the comment section. That's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.